The best NFL memes this holiday season. For the record, I'm so sorry this is late. It's been a rough week for me, but think of it this way. It's like 2 videos for the price of 1. Let's ride. Okay, I gotta start with most recent Eagles-Bears. Oh my God, are the Bears actually legit? For the record, I've always had faith in the Bears, but I never would have said that the Bears were gonna take over my NFC North, my Detroit Lions NFC North. And now Ben Johnson is clapping our... Dude, they're 9-3. We're 7-5. This is not real life. Eagles fans were booing their team after every drive versus the Bears. Literally.
Serenade.
Crazy loud boos, bro.
Johnson.
Dude, okay, number one. Are the Bears actually this good, or is Philadelphia fraudulent? Philadelphia has kind of been fraudulent all season long, but they just won the Super Bowl. And then they clap my Lions. Dude, I'll tell you what, the Lions are frauds. They're pissing me right off. Watching the camera cut to pissed off Eagles fans mercilessly booing their own team after every play. Never get sick of it. Never get sick of it. No, don't show me this, bro. Don't show me this. I know it, okay? I know it. As much as I love Dan Campbell, every time they pan over to him holding the play call sheet, all I can think in my head is like, dude, no. Where's Ben Johnson? We'll be just fine. We're still gonna make the playoffs, and we're still gonna win the Super Bowl, so it really doesn't matter. Bears are the best in the division? Ben Johnson merchant? Go Pat, go. Shut up. Don't listen to the haters. I love you. Thank you. Okay? Bears on the other. Why is the third slide in live action? illegal advert. Fuck, man. Dude, every time the Lions lose, I literally don't want to go look at Caleb. Like, I don't want to look at Ghetto Gronk shit. I don't want to look at Ghetto Gronk shit. Every single time they lose, I get fucking fried in the Ghetto Gronk shit. And there's a whole nother slide just dedicated to the Chicago Bears. Ben Johnson took his shirt off to earn Chicago residents free hot dogs. Man is literally feeding families. Caleb Jansen. I have so much dementia. Caleb Williams with the claw. Tell him, bear down, baby. Cry, Eagles, cry. Ben Johnson merchant, fuck you, bro. Loves girth. Where does that one come from? Coat for Lions? Shut the fuck up. Most definitely not expecting the last slide. Final slide boss. Casual's gonna... Ooh, you know the last slide's a banger on this one. I'll play it out no matter what. Chicago, since the Bears hired Ben Johnson... Dude, literally though, like is Ben Johnson really him? You know what's so crazy too? At the start of the season, people were calling Ben Johnson a fraud. Because remember the Chicago Bears started this season really weak? Like really weak start of the season. People were clowning on Ben Johnson. It was like, chill. And now what? Thank you for changing my life. I'm literally just Ben Johnson. I'm good, better, besting all over right now.
You're hungry for more, right? It's him. Let me tell you something. The city of Chicago's hungry too.
Uh-oh. What's he gonna do? Listen, you can say whatever you want. That man turned around the Lions franchise, in addition to a lot of people. But you know what? Damn it, I hate to admit it, he deserved that job. Why would you ever not? It's every coach's dream, for the most part, to be an NFL head coach. That is the top dog status. What was he supposed to stay with Detroit when there's a beautiful head coaching job right there for him? Also, I actually don't get this, but I guess like Ben Johnson took his shirt off to earn Chicago residents free hot dogs. I don't get that. I don't know what that was. Wiener Circle to give out free hot dogs after Bears win. Ben Johnson goes shirtless. Listen, bro, if Ben Johnson shirtless and Caleb Williams are pulling up to Wiener Circle, you bet your ass I'm not going down there without protection. Do you know what I am saying? Do you understand what I am saying? You understand what I'm saying. Which is most likely to win Chicago more free hot dogs? A Bears win, including a defensive or O-line rushing touchdown, a pass to an offensive lineman, or a shirtless Ben Johnson. I mean, I certainly like the odds on shirtless Ben Johnson. Chicago Bears fans right now. Oh shit, you're gonna make me good, better, best. Enjoying Thanksgiving leftovers while watching the Eagles get humiliated at home. It was nice to watch the Eagles lose. It was. Delicioso. Unfortunately, I love Caleb Williams. I can't stop myself from loving Caleb Williams. Another terrible throw by Eagles offensive coordinator Kevin Patullo. He needs to go.
God, look
Patullo, get out of there, man. He doesn't know how to throw. He doesn't know how to throw balls. Look at that song. Okay. I had to make the same excuse last time because it's been insanely windy in some of these games. This game was no different. The wind was horrible. Jalen Hurts looked like shit. He looked so bad. I'm a Jalen Hurts defender, and I gotta say, this was a tough game for me. I've been defending Jalen Hurts and Caleb Williams, so it's hard to know where to go here. Jalen Hurts trying to complete a wide open 5-yard pass. Brutal. What is this clip of Russell Westbrook? Why does this clip exist? Is that Russell Westbrook or is that De'Aaron Fox? Is that neither of those guys? That's Russell Westbrook. Eagles fans when Jalen Hurts keeps missing wide open passes. Kevin Patullo did it again. He did it again, huh? The fact that J.J. McCarthy has become the poster child for getting memed on as a bad quarterback, it cycles through so many quarterbacks. It was Nathan Peterman for a long time, and now it's J.J. McCarthy. Eagles, Jalen, we're getting our asses kicked. Do something. I kind of looked like Jalen Hurts, dude. That's crazy. Jalen Hurts when the Eagles need him to complete an easy pass. You know what's so ironic about this game, too, is A.J. Brown had like 10 catches for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns. So the Eagles finally find a way to get the ball to their insanely good wide receiver, and they get embarrassed by Chicago Bears at home. So it's like, wait a minute. Was the plan all along to not throw to A.J.? Realistically, though, like when they did finally throw to A.J. Brown a single coverage, it was like, holy shit, that guy's actually really fucking good at football. Jalen Hurts using Instagram quotes and aura to score points on offense. He has mad aura, bro. Listen, even, you know, I'm not 14 anymore. I'm like 20, 21 years old, something like that. Who knows? Unk's pushing 21 probably. But he has mad aura. A.J. Brown when the Eagles lose, but he had 10 catches, 130 yards, and 2 touchdowns. What the fuck are these clips from? Only Ghetto Gronk, bro. He's the only one who comes up with the good shit. Lions fans watching Ben Johnson leave Detroit for Chicago and lead the Bears to a 9-3 record atop the NFC North. Like, that's what's so crazy about how important coaching is in the National Football League, that even though this Lions team this year should technically be way better because we got Aiden Hutchinson back, we should be way better. We are objectively worse because the play calling on both defense and offense are objectively worse because we lose Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson. It's, dude, like, football is literally, I swear to God, football is 80% just like chess. And it's 20% what your players actually do. Ben Johnson seeing Chicago Bears fans celebrate a 9-3 record.
I told y'all gonna do this to this bitch ass nigga, man. This fuck nigga ain't had nothing. This fuck nigga was broke. Whole ass nigga was broke, man.
My mom threatening to tell Ben Johnson I didn't eat my vegetables.
There's the phone.
Down!
I'm walking towards the phone.
No!
I'm getting closer to the phone.
Ben Johnson, I'm coming to Wiener Circle. I hope Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson are shirtless at Wiener Circle. POV, Bears running backs. Oh my God, Kyle Monangai had over 120. DeAndre Swift had over 120. Why did DeAndre Swift get good at football again? You know, DeAndre Swift used to be a Detroit Lion and he used to be a Philadelphia Eagle. Also, CJ Gardner-Johnson used to play for both of those teams. DeAndre Swift, when he was leaving Philly and leaving Detroit, was looking washed. DeAndre Swift is on the juice or something, bro. He looks so good. Also, Kyle Monangai. 7th round pick, 6th round pick, maybe even a UDFA. Crazy. Also, Ben Johnson, great play caller. Also, Philadelphia, maybe fraudulent. Caleb Williams seeing Ben Johnson rip off his shirt in the locker room.
Know this until after when we interviewed.
Is this the last slide they were talking?
Not.
This can't be the last slide. My grandpa when he sees Caleb Williams wearing painted nails and earrings on the living room TV. You are gay! Whoa! Holy shit! I thought it was gonna be a regular SpongeBob clip, bro. If that's not the last slide and this other one's not the last slide, then what the hell's the last slide? Also, unfortunately, you're gonna have to witness Caleb Williams hoisting the Lombardi Trophy with the gayest painted nails you've ever seen. You're unfortunately going to have to witness that. So you better get with the program, son. We should have one of me. Whoa! Just like sucking a big cock or something. Whoa! We should have. What? Why did I say that? I did not say this. Caleb Williams seeing Ben Johnson rip off his shirt in the lot. Just like sucking a big cock or something. I didn't. Dude, that's crazy. What is that clip from? Because I don't say stuff like that, bro. Oh, time is a flat circle. All these years of ghetto Gronk giving us infinite content, and now we are the content. Oh, God, I gotta read the comments on this. Casual Love Last, I get it now. She good on my better till I best. You're in the big leagues now. The last slide we've all been waiting for. You're the last slide. I'm glad I didn't see that. I'm glad I didn't see that ahead of time. Jalen Hurts is still top 5. Okay, let's settle the fuck down. Missing the playoffs? I'm not missing shit, bro. Stuffed a turkey, but not Asian baddie. Bro, I'm going to Wiener Circle, dude. I won't buy the new Madden, but gives in because it's the only reason people watch it. Well, listen up, you dumb, stupid fraud. Does this video have anything to do with Madden? Fuck no, it doesn't. And look at you. Ooh, you're rage baiting me, you little shit, and I'm buying into it. The allegations are true? Listen, if you hear an allegation about me, it's true. You want an apology, you're not getting it. Someone said that Lamar turns the ball over like a cartoon character, and now I can't unsee it. Oh, God. This was a wild game. Joe Burrow's back, baby. So at first I thought like Lamar was trying to throw this away to like not get sacked. But when I look back on it, I don't actually know what happened here. These jerseys are sick. I love the all-purple Baltimore. Yeah, it does. Maybe he is. It kind of looks like maybe he's trying to throw it over his head just to get rid of it. Very bold strategy. Oh, wow. I didn't see this full game. I didn't realize how bad this was. Lamar Jackson, his last 3 games, 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 2 fumbles lost, and 8 sacks. JJ McCarthy. JJ McCarthy getting clowned on again. Lamar Jackson on Thanksgiving versus the worst defense in the NFL. No, is that RG3? The Ravens trying to make a comeback versus Joe Burrow. It's not gonna happen.
You guys give up, or you're thirsty for more?
Oh, you're thirsty for more. Turkey's seeing the Ravens get cooked on Thanksgiving.
Oh, fucking flow! Word
For word, bar for bar. An all-time chaotic post-game interview.
Hey, Jamar, turn around to the cameras. How is it?
She's like, this motherfucker, bro.
Ain't that bad.
Come in here. Were you playing for that turkey leg?
Every single person on the team's like, bro, please don't ask me a question.
I just... I don't know.
What the fuck?
We need some water.
I started eating too soon.
Hey! Dude went back to his locker, hit the Benjamin so fucking hard, came back out, and was like, oh shit, there's turkey. And then he realized there was cameras and microphones, and then it wasn't nearly as fun. Isaiah Likely, TD bettors trying to feed their families this Thanksgiving. Gotta respect Joe Burrow's unwavering commitment to dressing like a lesbian. Usually I like to defend these because a lot of times I look at like these NFL players drip and I think it's so fire, and then I look at the comments and they're shitting on them. I agree here, unfortunately. This is ass. Listen, as the president of the Femboy Crackers Association, oh, that never works. That never works. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I crack femboys. I'm not saying that I'm a femboy cracker, the verb, not cracker, the noun. I have dug this hole so deep that there's virtually no getting out of it. The only way I get out of this hole is if my editor does not put this in. And you know what, Dime? We're just gonna take the L on this. What have I said? What have I just said to the camp? What have I just put on the internet, bro? Digital footprint and shit. As the president of the Femboy, I'm having an existential crisis. I'm going to church tomorrow, bro. When Grandpa starts questioning Joe Burrow's impact to the Thanksgiving table, so I got to explain what aura is. Tell him. Tell Grandpa. It's hard to quantify aura for the record. It's just not easy. My grandpa's seeing the Bengals defense spike Lamar's head through the turf on Thanksgiving.
Black.
50 in-bombs in there.
Okay, he's black. Who gives a shit?
This is one of my favorite Dana White. This is one of my favorite Dana White clips of all time. The interviewer's like, I don't remember who he's talking about, but he's like, Dana, this guy said the N-word a bunch of times. Like, is that okay? And Dana's like, he's black. I guess fuck. Kansas City fans realizing they may not make the playoffs this season. Yeah, dude, they're 6-6.
Life sucks. You can do this.
Detroit's coaching staff on the sideline every fourth down after failing it on their last 7 attempts. Okay.
You thinking what I'm thinking? Definitely. Good work, right? Oh, yeah. 100%.
Oh, this is an ad. Oh, fuck yeah. Ghetto Gronk. Ghetto Gronk, you savage. It's a pretty damn good ad, Ghetto Gronk. I didn't even see it. Cooked by Quavo. Okay, bro. Cincinnati's defense getting ready to force another turnover in Baltimore.
Their prey, never moving, just waiting. And then when a prey comes, snatch and grab.
Every single meme is a clip from the movie. This is genius.
I thought you checked his balls. I did.
Ghetto Gronk's the GOAT, bro. Jordan Love every time he plays on Thanksgiving. Bro, I don't want to watch this.
Love.
I don't want to watch this, bro. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie though. When it was right here, 31-24, 4th and 3, this play was crazy. Like I'm gonna play Glazer tag a little bit. I'm gonna go down to Zab Zone and play Glazer tag. Cause just hold on for a second. He's got Alan McNeil and Aiden Hutchinson mowing down on him, bro. He is not even remotely stepping into the throw. This is straight up off his back foot, no hip rotation at all. Literally just chucking, and he chucked that shit like 30 yards like that. 30 yards like that on the fucking money. Brian Branch is all over his ass. Great defense. Swipes the hand through. And Dobbs still caught that shit. Or Dontavius Wicks. Or whoever, dude, he lost a fucking shoe on that. When that shit happened, I was like, fine, I'll take my L. Matt LaFleur walking around Detroit today.
Yeah, in the heart of America, stolen from Africa. Fellow soldier.
Coach, we haven't been converting 4th downs. I think we should kick a field goal. I'd rather die!
Come on, Aiden, come on. It's my fucking kid right.
Hey, you know what? Ghetto Gronk, just hang on to this clip because every fucking week you're going to be able to use it. It's so frustrating. You know who I feel like? You know what team I actually feel like? And this is not a joke. I feel like the Cincinnati Bengals. Because I feel like the Cincinnati Bengals, there's that 3-year stretch where they were actually really, really good. And then they made the Super Bowl and they lost. And they've always just fallen a little bit short. And I hate to feel that way, but it feels like that's where we're set up for. It feels like we're set up. We just had the last 3 years were great. Maybe we'll have an okay year here. Maybe a couple of okay years for the next few. But are we ever gonna? I want it delusionally. It's a scary spot to be in. 7-5, losing games that we shouldn't be losing. No bueno. Matt LaFleur snatching Dan Campbell's 4th down gimmick chain. I'm too white to understand the context of this clip, but I have to imagine something has occurred there. Detroit going from Jack Harlow's low-budget halftime show to Jack White and Eminem is the biggest low. Yeah, I remember this one. Oh, man. I don't know who signed off on this. You know what's funny is Eminem is Detroit's Taylor Swift. It's a much smaller scale, and people universally like him better, especially in Detroit. But, dude, every Lions game you go to, they milk that shit. They got a camera dedicated to Marshall Mathers, and they pan to his ass every chance they get. And I'm not hating, because I love Eminem. I love his music, and he is truly a Detroit staple, but it is funny, because he is our Taylor Swift. They are gonna milk this man until he has passed away. Rest in peace. They're gonna milk the shit. Eminem's got those juicy Detroit udders. The tradition has returned.
Oh, crap. Easy there. Hey, it's Thanksgiving. Shouldn't you be in Detroit losing a football game right now?
Unfortunately. The Lions got screwed by the refs on this 4th down after they said Matt LaFleur called a timeout before their penalty. Packers scored the very next play. Listen, if you're a Detroit fan, you're no stranger to getting absolutely bent the fuck over by the refs, because the last thing the NFL wants is fucking Detroit going to the Super Bowl. I mean, come on.
And the Packers moved.
Prior to the false start, Green Bay called its first charge timeout of the half.
I literally said this last video, and let me be clear about something before random fucking Packers fans start bitching to imaginary people with imaginary thoughts. I don't really care that this occurred because we were going to lose that game anyway. I don't think that this was a pinnacle moment. I think the Lions fucking lost, and we should have stepped up and played a better game. That's how I feel about the game in its entirety. But this is the same thing I said last week. Why is it that NFL referees can make a call that is blatantly incorrect and there is no way to correct it? How the fuck is that the case? Let's watch this, okay? Here's Matt LaFleur about to call a timeout.
There he is right there. Timeout. He did not get it. Ooh.
Here's your false start. So obvious. Actually, this angle's kind of horrible because it's chopped by Instagram. Let me find a better angle because it's so obvious. So here it is. Matt LaFleur avoids the false start on 4th and 1 by calling timeout before the penalty. Let's see him call a timeout before the penalty. That is a false start right there. He literally just moved. Look at this. Matt LaFleur doesn't even have his hands up to call the timeout yet. He's not even in position to call the timeout. Oh, I might have to move this a little bit. Here's Matt LaFleur, right? You see Matt LaFleur. Here's the false start about to occur. Alrighty. False start has very clearly occurred. He's entirely rocked off his foot and onto his back foot. Matt LaFleur's hands aren't even up yet. Everybody's already moved. Everybody's already like, oh shit, the play's dead. All the refs have blown their whistle to blow the play dead. And then Matt LaFleur gets his timeout in. Clear as day, anybody with a brain and 2 eyes can see that that's a false start, not a timeout. And I'll watch it back just in case you're delusional, just in case you're an idiot. I'll let you watch it in full time. Okay, false start. Everybody reacts to false start, timeout. So, no, I don't think the Lions got screwed. I think the Lions lose anyway. I wish we could play a more fair game. Very simple point is why the fuck can refs do that? Why the fuck can you blatantly mess something up so bad that everybody can see and there's nothing we can do about it? Why can't the refs just go look at the monitor and go, no. Clearly it's a false start. Let's call the false start. Why are we living in magical la la land where refs can just make shit up and we all just go along with it? It was no different than the A.J. Brown defensive pass interference last week, where that was the weakest, most bullshit play call ever, and no one can go on the monitor and be like, oh yeah, actually, what a horrible call. It's just so weird. This is the only professional sport where you're allowed to do this. Defensive mastermind. Todd Bowles allowed the Falcons to convert 3rd and 28 and 4th and 14 with the game on the line. Yikes. Yikes! Oh my God! Okay, frankly, Kyle Pitts was cooking them frauds, though. You gotta give a little shout out to Kyle Pitts. Also, this is the Kirk Cousins Falcons. Kirk Cousins has been benched for playing like shit. This is their back. I mean, he's still Kirk Cousins, right? But like, this is crazy, though. That's insane. Like, that's literally a dot, though. That's a fucking dot. Did any of you start Kyle Pitts in fantasy this week? Ugh. I do find that so funny, though. Like, the only thing you have to do in that position is defend the sticks. Like, why do we have a zone that goes under the sticks and one that goes over it? Why are they not? This guy just said, can we talk about how 75% of Mike Evans' career yards have come against 3 draft picks and UDFAs? What the fuck kind of comment is that? Also, what kind of statistic is that? Did you just pull that out of your ass? Why is Mike Evans getting hated on? No, but you can cry about it? Yeah, facts. Bro, this is a Panthers fan. All you ever got to send to a Panthers fan is this gif right here. Tell him, bro. Get cooked. Oh, by the way, everybody who's leaving the comments, I have to actually implore you, please stop. If there's one, like, genuinely really funny one, go ahead and like it. But I've noticed, number 1, that we're getting corny. Number 2, like, Ghetto Gronk is its own page with 1 million followers. Not everyone who watches the Meags channel watches Ghetto Gronk and vice versa. So we're ruining the comment section for people who don't watch this channel. So I think the inside joke's funny every once in a while, but I think we should leave this shit be. If you've got a Gigamax heater, if you got a true Gigamax heater, okay. But like, still fumbled Bella, bro. Corny. We heard that 1,000 times. Wishes he was a Panthers fan? What the fuck are you yapping about, bro? Didn't you guys just lose to the New Orleans Saints? Did you guys just lose to fucking New Orleans Saints? Matthew Maher. Sam Levitt like Glazer. Unfortunately, this is a banger. But come on. All I'm saying is like, let's try to make the Ghetto Gronk comment section a wonderful place to share our racist, misogynist memes and not just clout chasing MMG, bro. Like, come on. No matter what sport you're watching, my sponsor Underdog has you covered. When you sign up with code MMG and play your first $5, you get $75 in bonus entries, plus an exclusive gimme pick that you can play right away. And with Underdog Unwrapped, you'll get tons of promos all throughout the holiday season. To play on Underdog is super simple. You just pick higher or lower on 2 or more player stats for a chance to win up to 5,000x your entry. Underdog is available in most states. There's a map on screen so you can see. So sign up with that code MMG, play your first $5, and get that $75 in bonus entries, and enjoy the rest of the video. Mike Evans in peak form, and they still choke it up. Gotta feel for him. Dude, he played out of his mind. His catch was crazy. Todd Bowles dropped 7 F-bombs in his press conference after the Bucs blew a 14-point lead in the fourth quarter.
It's inexcusable. You don't make excuses. You gotta fucking care enough.
His voice does not match what I did not expect that voice to come out of his mouth.
Where the shit hurts. You gotta fucking care enough where the shit hurts. It gotta fucking mean something to you. It's more than a job. It's your fucking livelihood. How well do you know your job? How well can you do your job? Well, you can't sugarcoat that shit. It was in the fucking excusable, and there's no fucking answer for it. That's for no excuse for it.
Big time. Big time. Big time. Big time. Honestly, though, when I look back on these 2 plays, what I'm really thinking to myself is there should be more pass rush. I mean, you're sending 4 and you're dropping 7. Kirk just literally dropped back 11 straight yards and threw the check down. And then cooked his ass. I think this is the most inexcusable rep, though. If it's 4th and 14 and you're not defending the sticks, then what the hell are you defending? Look at that clean-ass pocket. That's right, like, why are you 3 yards in front of the... Is that Todd Bowles' fault? It's hard to say. Maybe it is. I honestly don't know. Buccaneers fans praying for Todd Bowles to pull Sharon Moore so he gets fired and thrown in jail. Oh my God, the Sharon Moore story. As a Michigan State fan, you never want to see this happen. But if I was, if I was an omnipotent being, if I was God and I could pick a team for it to occur to, I would probably pick the University of Michigan. Oh my God. Bro, did you guys see this story? Michigan's head football coach, Sharon Moore, faces 3 criminal charges as his arraignment Friday revealed details of his actions that led to him being arrested and jailed after he was fired on Wednesday. Did you guys hear this story, bro? So Sharon Moore, Michigan's head football coach, who is married, had an intimate relationship with the woman he worked with for a number of years before she ended the relationship on Monday. So this was a staffer, like an assistant staffer, super young girl. She wasn't like a minor or anything, but she was just, a staffer. Was hooking up with head coach for years, cheating on his wife, which, no, it's not illegal to cheat on your wife, but it is illegal to have an intimate relationship in a power dynamic such as this. That is illegal. It's in his contract that he can't do it. Illegal is probably not the right word, but it's against his contract. The split prompted a flurry of calls and texts from Moore that the women did not return. So she broke up with him, and then he's blowing up her phone. Moore is married to another woman, and they have 3 children. Moore's actions in the wake of her breaking up with him led her to go to officials at Michigan and detail the relationship. Basically, she broke up with him, allegedly, and then he was panicking so bad and freaking out and calling her that she was like, oh shit, I gotta go ask somebody for help. So he instantly gets fired, and then he breaks into her apartment. The girl that he was hooking up with, he breaks into her apartment. They said that Sharon Moore's behavior was a series of very threatening and intimidating and terrifying statements and behaviors. He's got a $25,000 bond that's easy to pay, but he's got a GPS tether monitoring, no contact with a woman, and orders not to go to the woman's residence. There's a probable cause conference set for January 22nd. Oh my God. Genuinely one of the most insane stories to come out of college football recently. And now Michigan's got to get a new head coach. And Sharon Moore probably won't get in any actual trouble. I mean, he lost his reputation, his coaching job, but it's not like he's gonna go to. I don't think he's gonna even go to jail. I don't think anything's gonna happen. This is the assistant he was hooking up with, by the way. Sharon Moore, certified snow bunny enjoyer. And now here's Sharon Moore's wife, certified snow bunny enjoyer. Oh my goodness, Sharon. This is why you need a strong, independent black woman, Sharon. This would have never happened, bro. Sharon, that's why you gotta go for the black women. Tell you what, Sharon. Me, after tipping off the police that Todd Bowles is having an inappropriate relation with a Bucs female staffer. Okay, I do want to be super clear about something. It's not illegal to be like hooking up with a coworker. It's not illegal, but it's written in these contracts that there can't be like a power dynamic. It's why all of this is frowned upon, and it'll get you fired. It won't end you up in jail. The reason that Raheem Morris is in jail right now is because he panicked. He broke into her home. He was threatening her and himself, and then the police got to him. So that's why he's in jail. I do want to make that clear. Allegedly. Isn't it sick? You can just report on anything on the internet and then just throw out an allegedly. You don't even really have to do that, bro. The amount of like actual fake made up fucking stories I see on the internet is genuinely hilarious. No recourse, I guess. This is the timeline. Yeah, adapt or perish. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers falling from 5-1 to 7-7. Dude, that fall off needs to be studied. Genuinely needs to be studied. Craziest fall off. Tampa Bay, if the Bucs promoted Liam Cohen to head coach this offseason and let Todd Bowles walk? I don't know. Now we're reaching a little bit. Stopped drafting Kyle Pitts after 4 years. Kept drafting Kyle Pitts in 2025. Every gambler is one win away. No, I can't even say it. I can't even say that fucking meme anymore, bro, because sports betting has gotten so fucked up. Dude, you can bet on everything now. It's so mainstream. It's so whack. These call sheet, prediction market, horseshit fucking ads that I see everywhere. Poly market. Bro, you got kids gambling on like the ethnicity of the Pope. We're so fucked. This is so dystopian. We're so far down the rabbit hole, bro. I opened up Robinhood the other day to look at my millions and millions and millions of dollars that I make off of milking you stupid monkeys for watching my videos and getting around for all my free content. You can gamble on Robinhood. I shouldn't even tell you. They have prediction markets. If it looks like a duck and it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, then it's fucking gambling. I know what it is, okay? It looks like a duck and Robinhood's telling me it's a prediction market. Shut the fuck up, Robinhood. Hey, you want me to believe a duck is a coyote just because you like loophole? Dude, you literally can bet on football games in Robinhood with your investment portfolio. Is that not the most dystopian ass shit you've ever heard? I'm starting to realize that I just took a big tangent and none of that had to do with anything. I'm just gonna watch the memes. Kyle Pitts fantasy managers watching their insanity finally pay off after 5 years. They were never wrong. They were just early. Okay, is this someone like, what is this clip? Is somebody watching Star Wars and crying? I wish, bro. I wish I liked something that much, bro. I was gonna cook him low-key. And then I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Shit. If I could sit down and watch a full-length film and at the end of it be legitimately crying my eyes out because it moved me so greatly, dude, that'd be kind of lit. Dad, tell me about Kyle Pitts in the first round of the 2025 fantasy playoffs. I genuinely can't wait for you bozos who are making it to the second round because of Kyle Pitts. I can't wait for you to start him for 2.2 points next week. I'm not kidding. I can't wait. Live by the sword, die by the sword. That's the Kyle Pitts. That's the Kyle Pitts theorem. Kyle Pitts got you here off that 45 piece. He's giving you 2 next week. When your girl is showing you a pic of her friend's new baby, but Kyle Pitts just single-handedly ended your fantasy season.
So cute.
Oh. It really be like that, unfortunately. Facing someone who has Kyle Pitts this week, but he forgot to start him because he's going through a messy. If my buddy was going through a messy divorce and he didn't set his fantasy lineup, I'd still cook his dumbass. I'd say, this is why she left you, bum. This is why she left you, bum. Is she wanted a real man. She wanted a real man who checks her lineup and starts Kyle Pitts. Got Romo Dudze in there. He's not even playing this week, bozo. The Falcons recovered this fumble, and the guy who recovered it isn't even in the photo. Oh, Jesus, really? I didn't see this exact play. Damn. That's hilarious. You know what's funny, though? This is what happens in Madden. In Madden, it's a fumble, and then you get like 8 guys who all do this animation where they just are like these inconceivable humans that don't know how to like operate. It's like it's like they're monkeys who just learned the cognitive ability of using their hands. And then some random fucking guy just laser magnets that thing with telekinetic force. Yeah, I just got done playing like 3 hours of Madden and it was enough for the whole week. It was so bad. Shocking that the Atlanta Falcons didn't choke on this play. Numbers are funny because once a number becomes iconic, you see it everywhere. But outside of that, you don't see it, and it tricks you into believing like, oh, these crazy coincidences occur. You know what's the best example of that is this stupid fucking 6-7 thing. You never realize how common of an occurrence those two numbers appear next to each other until 8-year-olds actually screech like banshees when you say it verbally. I watched this video the other day. I saw this Instagram reel pop up on my feed. It was this teacher, and he's in like, you know, an elementary school, which I'm not allowed to go to anymore. Ankle monitor. He goes in this 5th grade classroom and he just opens the door and everyone stops talking and looks at him and he goes 6-7. And then he just shuts the door and they all start just fucking, wow, dude, you would have thought they just saw the fucking Messiah. You would have thought like water was turned into wine right in front of them. What the fuck am I talking about? The Falcons are eliminated for the playoffs, and Raheem Morris was out there smiling and taking selfies with division rival fans pregame. Bro is not serious. I mean, you're talking shit about Raheem Morris, and Raheem Morris's team just came back and beat the Buccaneers when they had no business doing so. If Raheem Morris was really not serious, he would have choked this game on purpose. He would have tanked it. I don't know. This just isn't doing it for me. The Atlanta Falcons and Carolina Panthers on Thursday night. Oh, God. The NFL is about to hit Bijan with a historic fine for saying smear the queer in his Oh, no. Did he say it?
3 peak. You know what I said? Oh, this sport grew up in the backyard. Hey, I did. Smear the queer. That's what we do. Smear the queer.
He said kill the cameras. Okay, you know what's so funny about... You know what is actually so fucking stupid about the media landscape we live in? Literally everybody calls it that. Maybe 5% of the entire population, maybe. That's actually probably a stretch. Maybe 5% of the population has an issue with that, and we're supposed to cater to them. Why the fuck are the 95% catering to the 5%? Why are we killing the cameras? And why does Bijan have to go on Twitter and apologize for this? Actually, he literally did. Actually, let's pull up his tweet. Guys, I haven't been on Twitter in like 3 weeks. I'm so proud of myself. This social media is fucked. This one's the worst, bro. They're all pretty bad, but this one's bad. You know, by the way, Bijan is my absolute favorite, like all-time favorite follow on Instagram. Every Sunday morning, he posts like this awesome like Bible testimonial. And I just think it's so cool because not only is he taking it really seriously, but he literally is an NFL athlete and is about to play a game. Like he's literally about to play an NFL game. And he's just up early in the morning going to church. I just think that's so cool. So this is what Bijan tweeted. Hey everyone, I want to apologize for the insensitive comment I made in the broadcast. It was a football game we used to play as a kid, but that's not an excuse. I recognize the mistake and make sure to do better in the future. It was not reflective of my beliefs, and I'm so sorry to those I offended. Seriously. See, this is a PR move, and it's smart. This is the safest way to go about it for his future earnings. This is what he was supposed to do. So, okay. He says it was not reflective of his beliefs, though. There is no belief here. Smear the queer is not, hey, let's all go pick on a fucking homosexual. Like what? Like that's not what the game is. Smear the queer is tackle whoever has the football. And queer was never like, hey, let's go smear the person who's like gay. That was never what was intended by the thing. The queer was the person with the ball. There is no belief behind this. And for some reason, we're supposed to kowtow to a bunch of fucking randos. This guy said, you can say fuck my mama and we're still with you, goat. Understandable, we all played the game growing up. It's just crazy world we live in now. So sensitive, keep killing it. Le'Veon Bell, hard agree. You say fuck my mama, we still with you, go. My 8-year-old son, Jasper, a Falcons fan, was considering being queer, but now he's afraid he'll be teased for being a Falcons fan. That's insanely good bait. Look at this fucking account, bro. This is like someone's dedicated their life to rage baiting. The worst thing you can do is apologize. I disagree. It's smart to apologize. Bijan's thinking about his family, his career, and honestly, the kindest thing to do. Like, if you really just want to be a good person and nice, you just apologize. 95% of people don't think he needs to, but there are some people, as bitch-made as they are, who this actually offended. This is the smartest thing to do. L apology, you didn't do anything wrong. If queer is a bad word, then what does the Q and LGBTQ mean? I sort of agree. I will say this, though. Anybody offended by Smear the Queer probably doesn't watch the NFL. So, the Falcons finally overcame the number 28-3. Bucs really pulling a Steelers with this midseason collapse. Nobody beats primetime Kirk. MM told me to shut up last, but I'll tell you again. Bro, your profile picture is Mike Tomlin face swapped with Osama bin Laden, bro. Or Saddam. I don't even know which one. One of them. Joey Porter Enjoyer. You guys are so fucking unemployed. Dude, there's kids in third world countries absolutely fighting for their lives right now, bro. And you did a ChatGPT face swap of Mike Tomlin and Saddam Hussein, and you dedicated your profile to Joey Porter Enjoyer. Oh my God, you're so unemployed. George Pickens with the Cowboys season on the line.
Being patient with you. That playful person that the Buffalo City by storm in his first interview, and he sat down and was like, yeah, I love cookies, and he had the whole, that was all cool, but we give that grace to young players. Big dog, you're supposed to be our number one. And you're playing like a bum.
Dude, Cam Newton will unapologetically start beef with everyone, straight up. Although, he's totally right. I think the original clip was about Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman, who is a traitor from Michigan State University and went to Florida State. George Pickens, so many times in this game, literally just gave up. I couldn't believe what I was watching. The unfortunate thing with George Pickens is he's so good and his stats are so good and he's been playing so well that you can't really stop him. What do you really do to discipline him? He's been playing so well. Pittsburgh Pickens showed up tonight. MM loves girth, insane. Pickens, when I have United States currency on him. MM, shut up. MM Jameer gives a go, true. As a Steelers fan, I love and miss GP, but stuff like this is why we traded him away elite one week and disinterested the next. Respect to Sherman for calling him out and not sugarcoating it. Yeah, this is the clip of Richard Sherman literally just laying into George Pickens.
Throughout the game, especially late in the game, just looked uninterested in playing football. You know, and that's what you can't have. If you're going to be a superstar, if you want to be the best receiver in the National Football League, you can never be disengaged. It doesn't matter if the game's going your way or not going your way. You can't just disappear in these games or else you're not going to have impact. And just right here, cruising routes. You're the guy. You're the guy. CD.
That one was egregious. That one was egregious. There's much worse ones, though.
Lamb is not in this game. He's out. And
that was just good defense. I mean, it wasn't the best route. Wasn't the best route at all.
You get intercepted on your slant routes, and you can't be the guy and half-ass it. I'm sorry.
Like, what kind of route? What even is that? I could literally run that route. I am not George Pickens, but I could run that route. That was like a jog turnaround. Like, I could run that route. This guy said he's in a win and he's in the playoff situation fantasy. He faced Jahmyr Gibbs, Brandon Aubrey, and CD. That's brutal. CD got rocked. I think CD had a concussion. CD had 120 yards, 6 receptions, and then he went out. Like, he would have put up probably 180. MM Jordan Love owns you? Jordan Love's ass, dude. I'm not worried about Jordan Love. Jordan Love, bro. Caleb Williams is better than Jordan Love. Matthew Maher. Nice. From Sam Levitt Glazer. Very nice. MM still misses Bella, bro. Fuck you, bro. That's Bella Behringer to you, fraud. MM went to the island. Listen, I went there and I was on the plane. I didn't do anything, but I went there. George Pickens, catch of the year. George Pickens, catch of the year. Literally what? Honestly crazy. Dallas Cowboys in the playoff hunt. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. That was just an incredible game. It was a game of two defenses that are just that can't compete in the playoffs. If I'm being unbiased, it's the battle of two teams that just, how the fuck is it 44-30? This is not a real NFL score. Good teams don't have this score. We're cooked. I think we might be cooked. Jahmyr Gibbs juked Darren Bland out of bounds. Jahmyr Gibbs was frying Darren Bland. Fried his ass here. He stiff-armed him to shit, too. Jahmyr Gibbs went dummy. You guys always talk shit about MM Checkdown Merchant and Wheel of Mutt and shit. I'm just playing like the Lions. Jared Goff throws to Jahmyr Gibbs like 9 times a game. Just trying to play like my favorite team. See, that's what I do with Ashton Genty. Darren Bland trying to tackle Jahmyr Gibbs. It's ironically very similar to this clip because Darren Bland forced him inside. Like, Darren Bland technically did his job. Brandon Aubrey out here laying hit sticks and drilling 60-plus yard field goals like they're PATs. Kennedy! Boom! And he doesn't even give a shit. Straight to the sideline. Doesn't give a shit at all. Yeah, let me be super clear. People really wanted to debate this with me. People really wanted to debate this with me at the start of the year. Brandon Aubrey is the best kicker in the league. It's not fucking close. Cam Little has a very strong leg, okay? Chris Boswell is incredibly consistent. Brandon Aubrey is the epitome of the perfect kicker. He is the best kicker in the league, and it is close. It really is not. He's actually in a league of his own, and all the other kickers. There's S tier, and that's Brandon Aubrey. And if you want to put Boswell and Cam Little in A tier, you can do that. And I don't even know who else would go in A tier. Maybe Jason Myers, but I don't think I'm ready to put Jason Myers up there either. I think Aubrey sits at S by himself. He's a freak! It's not that so many kickers can kick from 60 plus. Brandon Aubrey's the only one who can do it at the highest clip. This guy's a freak. Brandon Aubrey kicking 60 plus.
Do you know how easy this is for me? Do you have any fucking idea how easy this is? This is a fucking joke. And I'm sorry you can't do this. I really am, because I wouldn't have to fucking sit here and watch you fumble around and fuck it up.
Own that fraud. That's me talking to you.
Do you know how easy this is for me?
That's me talking to you.
Do you have any fucking idea?
Facing Jahmyr Gibbs and Aubrey. I had Aubrey, I dropped 170, and I had Odunze literally drop 0. Cowboys are the hottest team in football.
Nah, nigga. Your shit fake, nigga. You don't got it. You do not have it. Stop putting on the persona for these niggas out here. You don't got it.
I quote this clip every morning I wake up, every night before bed. I know what you're thinking, and yes, I say it. Cowboys fans watching their defense get cooked by the Lions.
Oh, we suck again. Oh, no. We suck
Just
again.
how it be, man. Matt Eberflus's defensive game plan for the Cowboys.
Tried to do a strategy, and then I tried to do that strategy, and it didn't work.
This kid is so funny because he's legitimately... How old is this kid? This is the Rizzler, right? He's like actually like 7, and he's on Theo Von's podcast. I always wonder how this goes down whenever this kid appears on something, because it's not like he's Ubering to the function. Like, his parents got to be driving him everywhere, right? I don't even know how this is going to go. Oh, golly. Dude, in 10 years, this kid's going to be like 18, right? Oh, God. That's going to be interesting. Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal right there. Yeah, Dak's honestly playing out of his mind. George Pickens, when I got U.S. currency on him. Hey. He really just didn't give a shit. How do you not give a shit? That's kind of weird. Something must have happened. I feel like there's something behind the curtain. How do you just like literally not give a fuck to run your routes? I don't know what that is. It's so weird. Jared Goff, when he remembers Jameson Williams is on his team. I wish I could say this was the case. Unfortunately, it is the case that we can only play well like this against shitty defenses in good weather. I need to see the Lions win a close, hard-fought defensive game. I need to see it. I need to see it so fucking badly. Otherwise, I'm not going to believe that we can go in the playoffs. We've got like a hard schedule coming up too. We've got the Rams. Hell game. They're so good. We've got the Bears and the Packers still. And then I think we have the Vikings. So Vikings should be a freebie, but Bears, Packers still? Am I correct here? Oh, no, sorry. We don't have Packers again. We have Lions, Rams, going to be a good game. Steelers, Lions. I think this is a freebie. I think Lions, Vikings a freebie. Lions, Bears will be another good game. Although I lied. This will be a good game. This Lions, Steelers game will be a good game. I think the Vikings game is a genuine freebie. I'm not at all worried about that. If we lose that game, we're not even going to make the play. We lose to the Vikings there, we're not going to make the playoffs. And then I just don't even care. Like, okay. Matthew, I like him, Young Maher. Yo, Sam Levitt Glazer, why are you hitting me up twice? First you glazed me, you play Glazer tag with me, and then you hit me with a Matthew, I like him, Young Maher. It was, whoa! Wait, is this a different slide? Yo, you put out 3? Bro, Cowboys put up 30, but it's Pickens' fault that they lost because he was getting doubled. Maybe don't let the Lions put up 44. Yeah, I mean, I'm certainly not going to blame the loss on George Pickens. It was weird that he was not like actively running his routes, that he was like actively uninterested. That was bizarre. But at the same time, yeah, I mean, if a team hangs 44 on you, it's 100% your defense and your defensive coordinator's fault. No blushing, no smiling, no looking away. Who wants to bet that it's a Drake May edit? Dak Prescott interception to lose the game and destroy the Cowboys' playoff hopes. Generational hating. How 9 in Minnesota feels versus how he actually plays.
Ready!
You're not ready. Not ready. Not ready. Not ready. Not ready. Not ready.
What is this from? Is this a fucking ad? This is an ad, isn't it? I got your ass, Ghetto Gronk. I got your ass, Ghetto Gronk. You can't. Hey, Ghetto Gronk. You got the Anaconda movie past me. Ghetto Gronk did the ad for the Anaconda movie. It was pretty fucking good. Snuck it past me. This time, I'm on your ass. This time, I'm on your ass, Ghetto Gronk. You know what I do think is very funny, though? Like, it's so funny how the internet has changed. I remember, like, years ago, I lost multiple partnerships because I was just being an asshole on the internet. I mean, you guys watch my videos. I say anything and everything. I don't give a fuck. I lost out on a lot of money for that reason. Okay, whatever. Ghetto Gronk is as bad as me. You guys have seen the final slides of Ghetto Gronk's shit, right? I mean, we're talking like every joke, every conceivable bad joke here. And he's getting the Paramount Partner SpongeBob movie partnership. He's getting paid real life money for that. I'm telling you guys, we're so red-pilled right now on the pendulum. It swings every year. 2019, you couldn't say anything, bro. The liberal cucks were on your ass so fucking fast. 2025, you can literally get away with everything. Give it 6 more years. 2031, we'll be way back over here, and you'll be in your little cuck dungeon with all your bad thoughts, and you won't be allowed to voice them. Just wait. Just wait. Shedeur Sanders had 400 yards and 4 touchdowns, and Kevin Stefanski took him off the field to call this on the game-tying 2-point attempt.
On the direct snap.
This pissed me the fuck off.
But didn't and couldn't. And now he's going to have to
pissed me the fuck off.
And it's incomplete.
Genuinely such a bad play call. There's no other way to put it. Shedeur is playing out of his mind. Why you would call this horseshit shenanigans is absolutely beyond me. Losing to the Titans is as embarrassing as it gets. I understand you're the Cleveland Browns. I understand your ass. But you know who's like bottom tier ass is the Titans. So ass. The Dylan Gabriel and Joe Flacco shit was the biggest waste of time. You know, it's ironic because everybody was acting like Shedeur was dog shit. Okay, let me suck myself off for 3 seconds. I was so hilariously delusional to have put Jalen Hurts in the top 5 quarterback conversation. He's not. I died on that hill for a very long time. Now I'm dead and deceased. They already buried me on that hill. I have a very nice tombstone. It says #1 woman respecter on it. However, I also died atop the Shedeur Sanders is actually really good at football hill, and I'm still standing on it. And now it's looking pretty smart. Shedeur Sanders balled the fuck out. I mean, these are dots. You got to take everything with a grain of salt. Are the Titans ass? Absolutely. Would Dylan Gabriel or Joe Flacco have done this on the Browns? I don't think so. I think Shedeur is truly their best option. I mean, we're supposedly we all gave shit to Shedeur for him and Jerry Jeudy bitching each other out. Well, guess what? It worked. Great block by Quinshon Judkins on that play. It's a crazy ball and a crazy catch. They tell me bust down my AP, perfect timing. Look at that. Look at that, dude. He's actually, like, his ability to evade the pocket is pretty damn good. A lot of people always say, you know, that shit doesn't fly. It only flies in college. That shit's flying in the pros right now. Wow, Shedeur Sanders is about to lead the Browns to a comeback win.
Son of a bitch off the field right now.
Get that son of a bitch off the field right now. He's fired. Literally, Stefanski's like, let's try to fucking double revert. What? To with the rookie? With Quinshon Judkins? It's one of those play calls where if it works, everyone's like, Stefanski's a genius. Oh, did you see the trick play he ran? But the risk you run is when it doesn't work, you look insanely stupid. The low risk option would be trotting Shedeur out there and letting him just like make a mistake or like letting it be incomplete. I don't know what he was thinking. If I'm being honest, I don't know what he was thinking. Y'all think Shedeur earned the right to start next week? What do you mean earned the right to start next week? Who the hell else would you put in there? MM, you're so handsome. Thank you. MM can't get over the I definitely can't get I'll never get over the 2023 NFC Championship. MM loves, dude. Come on, bro. Dude, I only talk to girls if they're 30 or older because of how respectful of age I want to be. Okay, technically I could date an 18-year-old. In some states, I could date a 16-year-old. But just to be super, super not minor loving, 30 plus. I might even bump that shit up to 35. Mature women are better anyway. MM last slide is crazy. Oh, I'm excited. This guy doesn't even know what it's about. Joe Burrow throwing back-to-back interceptions with the Bengals season on the line.
Run to that mountain and back. Number 33.
Brutal.
You want to see me do it
You want to see me do it again? You know what's funny, though, is like both of those were like relatively unlucky. Those plays happen a lot, a swat down or like a guy jumps in your face. Very rarely is it intercepted. I think Joe Burrow had a series of very unfortunate events occur in this game. Bengals need a rebuild anyway. You got fucking $300 million between 3 players. What are we doing? Joe Burrow immediately after throwing an interception.
I'll fucking do it again.
I'll do it again. Joe Burrow in the 4th quarter. Lamar Jackson said he's treating this matchup versus the Steelers like a playoff game. And it shows. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yikes. That was the most egregious play of the game to me. This is 3rd and 1 with no time left, no timeouts left. That pissed me off. I mean, like, at least fucking throw it, right? You guarantee it. It reminded me of the Young Wei Koo kick. You guarantee that the Ravens lose if you don't throw that. You absolutely guarantee it. The odds were low anyway, but they're higher than 0. When you don't throw it, it's 0. I understand he was in an awkward spot, but I can't believe he didn't throw that ball. Lamar Jackson in big games. Whoa. There's something about this face mashup does not look right, bro. I've never seen a black dude with the JJ McCarthy hair. This just looks like this is a cursed image right here. That's a cursed image. Imagine being told before the season that a Daniel Jones injury would sink the Colts' Super Bowl hopes. Don't say sink. Phillip Rivers, baby. Phillip Rivers.
I think it was right.
That is the shittiest way to get injured. Achilles injuries always look like this. I always look like just the stupidest, silliest, goofiest little thing.
First plant.
Oh, that sucks. I think, bro, if anybody should be pissed off about this, is probably Daniel Jones, because Daniel Jones, well, I mean, fucking duh, he got injured, but Daniel Jones, his whole career, I think has been like the butt of the joke. Yeah, he's getting paid millions and millions and millions of dollars to like play NFL football, so maybe we don't got to feel that bad for him. But when he was on the Giants and he got that big contract, as soon as he got that big contract, people were like, why the fuck did we just pay this guy this much money? He got us to a playoff game, sure, but that was everybody. Like, it was a gross overpay, and then Brian Daboll didn't do dick with Daniel Jones for so long. He ends up going to, what, the Vikings, right? And he just sits on the bench and does nothing. And then he comes to the Colts, and everybody's like, whoa, why is Daniel Jones playing out of his mind great football, and now he gets an Achilles injury? It just sucks, man. He's been the butt of the joke, and then he was a bench player, and now he's really having this awesome year, and he gets clearly a season-ending injury, which will probably persist into the start of next season. I just feel bad for him. Colts fans looking back on their team going all in on Daniel Jones at the trade deadline. No, Murph, no! No! We're gonna have to get Phillip Rivers! No, Murph! I literally quote this every single day of my life. I'm not kidding. This scene, no, Murph, no! Anytime I do anything, I'm quoting this. It's a great time. I wish that I could use this superpower to stop at the optimal beer count. You want to hear the most beta-ass shit, okay? Because I have been so good about, like, all substances. I haven't touched nicotine, hardly touched weed. I haven't drank alcohol. I drink, like, maybe once a month now. Dude, I wish I could, like, Murph, no! With 3 beers. That's beta as fuck, I know. But when I hit 3 beers, I'm just like, I'm so locked in. That's the most optimal beer count. Naturally, what do? I drink 12 beers. And then once I'm 12 beers deep and my whole room is spinning, it's like, no, Murph, no, stop at the 3rd beer. By the way, I'm Unc, okay? Yeah, oh yeah, you're 21 and you drink 40 beers a day, dude. You're so fucking sick. Why don't you put your dick back in your pants and take your hand off it? How you jerking yourself off to how many more beers you drink than me, you fucking weirdo? Bro, you little, what are you talking about, dude? I love arguing with non-real. You ever stop and think that I'm in the room by myself? It's just me and Belobius in here. Dad, how good was Daniel Jones for 2 months in 2025? Bears tried running the exact same touchdown play from last week, but the Packers were ready for it.
On the fake.
You know what's funny? I called this a really good play call, but the defense just had it sniffed out. And now seeing that it truly is the exact same play, I no longer think this was a genius play call. I mean, it's really good defensive game planning by the Packers watching film. I still think that Caleb Williams outplayed Jordan Love. Okay, if I'm gonna be honest, I have never thought that. I just thought it would be such good rage bait, and it was so fucking good. If you go back and look at my Week 14 recap video, it was my dude, it engagement farmed so many people. Truly so many. I didn't even watch this game. I didn't fucking watch it. The Chicago Bears falling from the 1st seed to the 7th seed with 1 throw. I don't like that video. I feel bad for the bear. No, Mr. Bear. I don't like that. Caleb Williams? Oh my fucking God. These are so cursed. These are so cursed. I don't like any of these. Proof that bullying works. Yeah, very good game out of JJ McCarthy. I said this in my recap, but JJ McCarthy played great. That's what you gotta see. Is the season over? Yeah. But just getting the kid some quality reps. He got laid out on that play, too. Got laid out on it. It's a beautiful thing. Hey! Wow, that's almost an hour straight. I'm going to lose my voice doing these. Damn. It's going to be a banger, boys. Okay, I love you. You're so handsome. And don't forget, I was in yoga yesterday. They're talking about seasons of life. It's like you go through seasons in your life. Right now, if you're in one of those seasons where shit is just ass, like it just sucks, you're depressed, or you're really dealing with something, or something really bad has happened, or you don't even know why, you're just struggling, just know that I'm here for you. We're all here for you. And tomorrow's guaranteed, and it's just a season, literally. Think of like the fall season, bro. The colors change, but then eventually it's winter, and then it's spring, then it's summer. That's what you're going through right now is temporary. It's not permanent. By the way, if everything's good for you right now, then this ain't for you, bro. So congratulations. That's actually sick. You're in a good season right now. Enjoy it. Make the most of it. And if you're in a bad one, it ain't permanent. I'm done glazing you. Thank you for playing Glazer Tag with me.